Aha, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Breaking Tables. I am your host. This show is presented to you and sponsored by Code Socks and, of course, the Cold Front Report. We did join the team. So, guys, everybody, ladies and gents, it is time. Had a couple beers today.
It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Like a high Jordan Poyer, can you catch it? Can you trade
Yeah,
like
baby.
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on? I'm joined by my co-host, Tampa Neil. What up, dog?
What is up, Brian?
Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Yeah. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing. Mafia, we on a ride and we got traction.
All right, Mafia. Tonight we got a special show. We're going to continue our mini series on spotlighting. Wait, hold on. Let me have a sip for this one. Spotlighting Bills backers chapters all around the world. And today we've got somebody very special. His name is Larry. You kind of know about him. He's kind of a big deal. So let's keep it classy because dealing with Larry from Bills backers chapter president of San Diego. Larry, what's going on, my man?
How are you guys? It's good to see you.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you hopping on. Yeah. Dude, San Diego. How'd you get to San Diego? First off, where are you from originally?
Chino, California, about 100 miles north of San Diego, 40 miles east of LA. And my dad was from Orchard Park and took me out to a game in 72. So I
hope we don't have mathematicians in the crowd.
Right. No math. Dated myself. But he was a Rams fan, and I was taught as a child not to like anything my father liked, and I globbed on. And little did I know I'd be assisting in with this organization 75 years later.
Dude, you don't look a day over 71, so you're good.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I tell my back that.
So San Diego, you guys have your own spot. I know a lot of Bills backers either have their own spot, they meet up. The whole idea of the spotlight is to get people familiar with yourselves because we're going to be traveling to a lot of games this year, and it's always good, even if like you're traveling on vacation. You decided I'm in San Diego. What is there to do? Is there a Bills Mafia, Bills backers bar around here? Because I'd go to one if I knew that. What Absolutely. Do we got? Tell us about your spot there, Larry.
So this was the 5th year of a relatively new spot. It's called PB Local, right in the heart of PB. Our motto is win or lose, we're 50 feet from the beach. It always has been. It's on every shirt every year. And you look straight out the window and you got the Pacific. So often post-game win or lose, we'll go out and have a couple either victorious celebratory beverages or just cry in our milk type cocktails. But it's a great spot. It really came about after when the Chargers left. And we had, I don't want to say necessarily falling out with the old bar, but they didn't appreciate the revenue. And I asked them nicely, hey, I know how much money I'm making you, and just share the wealth a little bit because we give to charity. We're a 501c3. And
oh wow, okay.
And he chose not to do it. And I said, let's break from this. And the president, and just in the interest of full disclosure, I'm not the president. I have never been the president, but I've been behind the scenes running a lot of it for about the last 10, 12 years. So,
all right. Well, today you are the president. You're just the fill-in okay. president, okay. Larry Palm, the acting sitting president of Bills backers San Diego, because you're cool as hell. I know that I go to San Diego like, hey, Larry, don't give a shit if you're president or not. Let's play some golf right. And let's go have some drinks, man.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
So what games are you going to be going to this year? And let's, you know what, before we get into that game, we're talking about the charities.
Right out of the gate, man.
No, I know. I want to know that one because we were talking outside of the room. So to prevent, let's just save that for the finishing of the show because that's going to be epic. No, I forgot what I was going to ask, Neil. Damn it! Why do you always does that? He always just cuts me off and just does
Fatality.
some crazy stuff, and I forget what I'm talking about. Blame it on the beer, baby, but it is what it is. Back to your bar. What kind of events do you guys do together? Is it a big group? I mean, San Diego, since the San Diego Chargers left town, you guys probably take over the entire city, I'd imagine.
No, they were a Charger bar before, and I happen to know the owner. And I said, hey, how would you like a bunch of many beer drinking people at 9 a.m. to facilitate your plays during the winter? And she's like, you're kidding. And I said, no. And I knew how much revenue we were bringing in exactly other than non-football games. So we do make, that's why I asked for more, because I know we make them a ton of revenue. So 3, 4, 5 interviews. The former president, Joe Pinella, my fave, by the way, was resistant at first and convinced him. And I said, we have to do this. And at the end of the last meeting, we walked out of the bar. He goes, we're moving the bar. I'm like, we are. And it's been fantastic. Upstairs, downstairs, we're all upstairs. Capacity holds like 250. And we have something like 1,700 members. There's always this back and forth with like who's the biggest and who's the best. We have a 2 years ago playoff pre-COVID. It was you weren't getting in unless you were there at 7 a.m.
You heard it here first. Larry from San Diego backers said that their backers are the biggest, best in the entire universe. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
We are the best, but I got to give props out to the Scotty Malchos of the world and Lodos in Denver. That they always put up. I think they recruit people to take that opening day picture with 8 million people in it. But it's kind of a competitive.
Wear this shirt. Just wear, right. Please just wear this shirt.
It's kind of a competitive space. And it's cool how chapter presidents, like we mail a bunch of our shirts out to other people and people mail theirs to us. It's just the best camaraderie ever. Like the nicest humans on the planet.
So Larry, here's a big question for you guys. Are you guys planning something for the Super Bowl? Because you know we're going to be in the Super Bowl this year, and that's just up the road a couple hours.
Yeah, so I learned last year, being a deviate from football for a second. I'm a big Dodger fan, and my buddy that got me interested in the Dodgers said we are not discussing it last year, and we did not one time. And the phone rang on the third out of the World Series, and he goes, "We didn't talk about it all year." So I'm not saying a word. I truly believe that I jinx shit, and I don't want to be that guy.
Okay. So that brings me to the next question, because this kind of ties into, are you superstitious or are you just little stitious? Just a little bit. I just tell us about your routine when shit hits a fan. Being a Buffalo Bills fan, your heart is like this on the, going crazy, and it's just a roller coaster of emotions. Super or just a little bit? All right, Larry.
I'm exceptionally superstitious. It's the socks and the underwear and the license plate and all that shit behind it.
But you don't change your underwear either?
Well, come
at all for like the entire week? You don't do that?
Super overrated, but whatever. Here nor there. But I also don't get worked up. I don't get worked up by the emotional aspects of it, because I manage money for a living. So, the volatility of the market, if you let it freak you out, it'll make you have poor choices and poor decisions. So, and also being like loyal to the death Scorpio, which is like, I think the worst and the best attribute of a human. I can't you pick one team and you die by that team. And if you stray from that, you deserve to be punched in the throat.
True story.
That's just not, that's my deal. They're like, oh, you live in San Diego for 31 years. Why are you not a Padre fan? I'm like, because I hate the Padres. And how can you be a Bills fan? Well, because when I was 4, I adopted it, and it's in my heart, and you're never getting that out.
We talked about this a couple of times. I'm like you, Larry. I don't even change my underwear in the entire season. That includes wearing the same thing to work until we lose. So, no, I'm sorry. Scratch that. That was Neil. Definitely not me. Okay. That was definitely Neil. My wife's going, I told you not to say that stupid joke. So, yeah. Why do you even what is that? Hold on a minute. Neil, I got to ask, what is that behind you, dude?
Well,
what is Neil?
Brian ended up in jail this week via Mark Zuckerberg. So this is his picture.
I am in jail. I am in jail. So I hope you guys are watching the show. Larry, this is kind of awkward.
Right. No, we need to know how. The world needs to know how. And why.
Man, so I'm in the shit talking group on Facebook where we just literally just shit talk about our fans, our fan base, our teams. We don't shit talk on the fans. We talk about other teams, obviously, and whatever. It's shit talking.
It was a Patriots fan.
It was a Patriots fan, and he called me like Candy Pop or something like that. And I don't know. Maybe it's just where I'm from. Just like I always respond with something, whatever they say, and I'm like, your face looks like candy poop. So I just said that, even though it was Candy Pop. I don't know why I said Candy Pop. I think my spell check or whatever self-correct thing said poop, and Facebook got me for bullying, harassing, talking about like nudity or some shit. I don't know. It was ridiculous. Offensive. I was like, come on. It's offensive. You're calling somebody candy poop in a private group. Fucking private. Who the fucking obviously we would have invited you, Tom and Zuckerberg. You guys, if we want you to join part of the bus. So I'm not doing too good.
How many days are you in prison?
Oh, I've got actually 2 more hours. I have exactly 2 more hours.
It was only
left.
a 3-day stint. That's not that bad.
Yeah. So I had to, work around, and I am streaming on Facebook. So there's you watch everything shuts down. FCC knocks on my door. Uh-oh. I know them. They're after me. They're after me.
There's another cease
Larry.
and desist.
The pacification of America. Sorry.
Every week we get a new one.
Larry, you had this shirt on in the lobby before we hit the live button. Can you care to explain the description of that shirt for the audience, please?
The prior shirt.
Yes. Yes.
So everybody has their beliefs. I'm not putting it down. I'm not endorsing anything. We're not
getting political. This is not a political show.
Okay.
What was the shirt? That's all you asked is what was the shirt?
I bought a shirt that, and Zazzle should sponsor your podcast. Zazzle.com. It says, I identify with being vaccinated. And
I identify
like it with being vaccinated. And I had to explain it to somebody today. Let's just say she has my views but didn't get it. And I said, listen, here's the idiocy of this. If I say I'm a unicorn, I'm a unicorn. And if you call me he, then I'm offended. So I identify as being vaccinated, which we have to talk to Paul and Carr about this, about getting into the stadium.
See, that's why we can't have certain discussions, because this is supposed to be a sports show. But right. I thought that was hilarious, especially with everything that's going on with the Beasley thing,
right.
The Josh Allen overhype, whatever. And speaking of Josh Allen, I've brought him on the show today as a special guest. Josh Allen, how are you, buddy?
Happy belated birthday, Joshy.
Happy belated birthday, buddy.
Beasley has passed out, or else he'd be here with me.
All right, Larry, I want some crazy stories. Give me your craziest story having a Bills backers, being part of the rubbing shoulders with all the organizers and doing what you guys do and what you do. I want a crazy story. I don't want PG-13. Don't say anything weird like watching DC Bills backers. Yeah, it's Stacy. I'm joking, Stacy. Love you. But what do you got, bro? What kind of stories? Yeah.
We have a lot of passion for our team, right? And the former president, as of prior to last year, Joe, literally one of my favorite humans on the planet, couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work. And we're a revenue generating club because we want to make cash. I run it like a business, like an operation, because we want to give as much money to charity as possible. So we're very altruistic in that fashion. So when we can't get the Wi-Fi to work and the swipey thing to work, Joe kind of goes into a, let's say, breakdown. And he smashed my tablet in a million pieces.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
And
your
then
tablet, not his.
My tablet,
yours.
not
Okay,
the club,
all right.
not the club's tablet, but my tablet. And I go, you realize that was my tablet, right? And he goes, oh shit, dude, sorry. And so it's funny. I would leave the story at the end there, but he did it the same exact thing 3 weeks later. He crushed another tablet, which the club paid for. And so we said, hey, guys, to the bar, better Wi-Fi. That's all we need, right? Like, just, and then seriously, a tablet and 1 trillion pieces on the floor. I'm like, well, can't do anything about this now, you know.
There's our listen. I'm gonna get this guy. He's gonna convert. He's converting as the Bills fan. So he's my boss. Disclaimer: I work for this gentleman right here, but I'm gonna make him a Bills fan. I swear to God, he's gonna leave the Bears. He's gonna all it takes is wearing one time a Trubisky jersey and going, oh, you know what? It feels good to wear a solid team jersey, you know what I mean? And he's stuck. He's like, I can never wear Bears gear ever again. And that just like that is how we influence people. So Bears suck. Don't you ever watch this show again. I'm joking. I love you. Larry. Okay. Larry, any parties that you guys have, walk us into a normal Sunday morning. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you crack open the beer because it is game time. The Bills are going to whoop some ass at 1 o'clock, which is what, 9 o'clock your
10.
time? 10 o'clock?
Yeah. Hopefully didn't go big the night before, was responsible. Get up, take a lift down to PB. It's about 20 minutes for myself. We store all T-shirts, raffle items, et cetera, on premises. And so they're right there for us. Bring them all upstairs, get ready, make sure the girl that's selling the stuff is present and ready to make a lot of dough. And you walk in before anybody. Hopefully there's a line before the doors open, you know, and the better we get, the longer the line is. And it's fantastic. And as I said, when we started at PB Local, I said, just don't run out of beer. That's literally your job. So,
well, at this rate, Larry, everyone's going to have to, at this rate, everyone's going to have to be camping in line, like a Star Wars or an iPhone release, you know, just waiting to get into the store, intense and, you know, hold my line. I got to go to the bathroom.
It's great to see. It really is great to see. And this upswing is fantastic. But the camaraderie of this group, this group is like my heart and soul. And it means a hell of a lot to me. They're the best people ever. And obviously they support like everybody else supports them. And you see the same faces every week. And you're high-fiving as you're going through in line. And like, I got to do, you know, get flyers out. I got to do all these other things, make sure we're all dialed in. Food is good. Everything is good. We're all on the same page. All right, now let's get a W, because then that's all we care about. Because after that, then like I want to watch the game too. You know, the administrative stuff can wait till later unless we have a serious issue. But
you're like me with the tunnel vision. You got. Well, we talked about this last show or 2 shows ago. You have the blinders on. You just want to watch that show. You want to watch that game. You block everything around you. Nobody can hear what's going on. And you just want to watch that game, right?
That's what we're there for, right? That's what brings the love and the loyalty to our team. And so it's when somebody wants to talk about that the wings were not cooked enough, I don't we don't have time. The beef on weck wasn't up to par. Well, I didn't make it. Like I
want you to change it right now.
Right.
No,
let me watch the game. We'll discuss it later. We'll make whatever addendums we need to make, and I'll consult with my people and get back to your people.
There you go.
But it's you know, it's like, okay. And it's great. And we have, when we, I don't want to say interviewed, but when I mentioned, I want your bar. Chargers just left. This is perfect timing. Let's do this. And she said, okay, but there's qualifications on this, right? Like we need buffalo food. We need specials. Like I said, don't run out of beer. The Jacksonville playoff game, they went through, I believe it was 900 bottles of Labatt Blue Light.
Larry, we were there.
The first half. No,
Larry, we were there.
I was at the playoff game too, where we littered the parking lot because they didn't have any trash cans.
Yeah, they didn't.
The entire city ran out of beer.
The city ran out of beer.
That was great the night before. That was great.
They didn't provide any trash cans. So I mean, a lot of us we put them in our own trash bags, and it's like, where the fuck are we? We're not going to travel back home 5 hours with a fucking trash bag. Come on, guys, listen. Let the whatever, you know. I get it, but they got to be prepared.
It's a great place. It is early in the morning. And there's a couple of people, I'm just going to mention them. I hope they hear it. Cody Phillips. He's always the first one in line. I don't know if he sleeps there the night before. And the Taylors. The Taylors are fantastic. Little kids, bringing them in like, oh shit, we have to make it family friendly, right? Because they have their own spots, right? They have the booth in the back. And everybody's got their deal. We don't deviate. We sit in the same place. You know, it's a really good operation, and they do a good job. They do a good job for us too, because you know, especially with COVID, and they kind of didn't really necessarily give a shit. But shut down, you know, but they did what they could do. They built the whole entire outdoor patio. They spent thousands upon thousands of dollars to accommodate, and it's not really. San Diego has a lot of sunshine, so it's not easy to see a TV outside.
But you guys overlook the Pacific Ocean, right?
Right.
Jeez, come on. What?
Got that going for us. Right.
We need like that should be your background. All right, next time you're on the show, Larry, I expect a green screen with that view. That'd be kind of cool. Or just send me it, just send me that, and then the next time you're on, if we ever play San Diego, I can get you back on, and I can have that view on my green screen. That'd be cool. I'm a dreamer.
Yeah, dream big.
You watched the draft. Did you guys have a little draft party out there the other night?
We actually had it at a buddy's house a couple blocks away. A bunch of people just barbecued and got up. The bar was indifferent on having it because it's a weeknight and whatnot. But just the really good, close, personal, maybe 15 Joes. And it was fantastic. And then I'm not a big fan of this whole leakage of the release because that used to be the biggest thing for I was like,
I know.
Christmas morning to me.
I was so upset. And like I said on my show, I was like, we're going to do a release party, you know, like we did the draft party, but it wasn't as long as the draft party. That was 4.5 hours of nonstop drinking.
We expected 200 people at the bar, and I think 20 showed because it was already, done. I actually did the spreadsheet, printed it out. I'm like, so anticlimactic. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we got the first scoop. You know, that's everybody's now is like got the most likes because CBS announced it or whatever. Yeah. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, I know. NFL should be like, no, nobody can release it until 8:00. That is it. You'll be fucking sued. You know.
Yeah, that morning we woke up to hey, here's the Monday night schedule, or here's
here's
first week of the
And we were all hoping for Tampa game. We wanted Tampa.
I thought for sure Tampa's
right on that Thursday night.
Yep.
Steelers, dude. Come on.
I wonder what asshole actually released that false information, fake narrative. I hope they feel like a dick now. So
I know. It's like, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Right.
So the whole burner account. So whatever. I'd go on right now, create a burner account and just be like, newsflash, Adam Schefter caught with Kim Kardashian. Everyone's like, oh yeah, all right, makes sense. Okay. All right. We came to the point of the show here. What games you're going to, Larry? What games can we all get together? Actually, before you answer that question, are you coming to the Miami game?
Yes.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Yes. I'm in.
Because we're going to try to organize a golf tournament.
Okay.
You got tickets with John.
I got tickets with Holler already.
Nice. So. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Good guy.
That's
He's
sweet.
at his cousin actually is a friend of mine that lives a block away from me in San Diego. And he's a great guy and look forward to it. Never been. I've been to the city. I've never been to a Miami game.
Really?
So yeah. So I'm looking
a lot of fun, Larry.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward.
So we're thinking about like that Friday possibly doing a golf tourney because the Saturday is the Bills Mafia party, and then obviously Sunday is the game. Should be a good fucking weekend. I'm a little older too, so I'm gonna need a couple days. Sorry, Rick, you're still watching to recover. So it's just gonna be epic.
Colin in sick already. That's great.
Yeah, right. He's like, all right, how many beers do you have? Like, I had a couple. He's like, all right, I just watched your show. You had 14 and a half. Okay. So that's my fault for telling my boss I got a cool podcast, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So what games are you going to this year, Larry? I know you're going to Miami. We're all going to meet up, but what games are you going to this year? What's your story?
Okay. So what you guys don't know is I'm 10 weeks away from hauling a shit ton of housing equipment to a new home in Blaisdell. I've lived in California 52 years, and I decided about a year ago to build a house. And I went to Hamburg, and I kind of fell in love with it, and I found the perfect plot. So we're about 10 weeks away, and a lot of money, exceptionally over budget to move. So with that, I've handed over the presidency to a very approved candidate. So the club will be in good orders. I will still be involved with it perpetually, as will Joe Pinella, the former president. But the best tax, and I hope she gets wind of this, last year before the playoffs was send me $432. And I'm like, okay. And it was from Joni DeCoker. She got me a ticket to the AFC Championship game. Nice. And that was like the greatest thing ever, like thinking about me. So sitting with Pinto and Joni for that shitty game, but still just the thoughtfulness of that. So I went to the Ravens game because I was out there for the house. Thanks, Captain Dave.
Nice.
You'll hear about this. So my streak is at 2. Unlike Joni at like 160 and Pinto being at like 430, 440. So my intentions are to go to every single game this year, and it's going to happen. So I will see you in Miami. I will see you in Jacksonville. I will see you on Turkey Day. Like,
yes.
Every
You're
single
definitely
one of them.
seeing us there on Thanksgiving. We're already making plans. Guys, we're going to fly in Wednesday morning. And I told my boss, I'm like, all right, listen, here's what's going to happen. Schedule got really, and I don't know why I'm sounding like a mafia member right now, but that's probably how I felt. Like, here's what's going to happen, boss. Okay. that Wednesday, we just go, we go, we're on fucking Bourbon Street. Right. We're getting hand grenades. We're going to get fucked up, drunk. Amazing. It's going to be 30 trillion Bills Mafia there because everyone's going to that game. We're taking over that Who Dat Nation. And
I feel so bad for them.
Oh, New Orleans.
And the game's at 8:30 at night.
Yeah.
8:30 at night.
That
means we got to make it throughout the day. We got to make it we got to pace ourselves because we're going to the game at 8:30 at night. Holy.
Because like I was at the Dallas game on Thanksgiving 2 years ago. It's the best,
Nice.
probably the best game I've ever attended. It was fantastic. Thank you, Karen, by the way, for that ticket. Our club did purchase, because New Orleans isn't offering any group tickets, whatever, because they're pompous douche bags. But we do get the I got 100 tickets procured for Nashville, and that's always a great time as well. So,
Oh yeah.
and they were sold out in 4 days. 4 days.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I
So
had a friend of mine that
our
bought-
club got 100.
I had a friend of mine that
We're,
bought 300 tickets and they were gone pretty quickly as well
Yeah.
for Tennessee.
This Thursday at 7:30, I'm going to have Mary with Bills Backers Nashville on the show. That's going to be quite interesting, because we had to order a priority on what games we want to go to, because we got a lot of things that we want to do. Obviously, 10-year anniversary this year, so we just have a lot of events going on. Obviously, we want to go to the Miami games, guaranteed. That's where we're going. Sorry, New Orleans, Tampa, and regardless if I go inside the stadium or not, I'm still going to Tampa regardless, because that's going to be epic. Jacksonville, it's a shithole. Duval, but whatever. You know, well, if I go, I go. I should put Tennessee before Jacksonville, because I really want to go to Tennessee. That's going to be absolutely epic. So let's do. That's so cool. That's so cool that you could just drop. You know, like I'm done. I'm going to the Bills game. That's it.
And
How do you feel the next day, man?
The flights are so much easier, because I'm not going to be coming from. So I have to figure. It says SAN, by default, and I have to put BUF in there from the departing city. So it's kind of odd for me to go, oh shit, that flight's so much easier. Instead of a 5.5, it's a 2. So yeah, it's
walk us into what we'd have to do to be like you. Obviously, besides pay for the ticket for the game and stuff like that, but just do you leave on a Friday night? What's the logistics involved in that?
I don't put much.
You leave Friday night and
no, I mean
come back on a Sunday night. You fly right after the game.
No, never. Come on, really? Usually it's a Tuesday. Because I want to spend Monday recovery mode also, like yourself, and then maybe see a little bit of the city, and then go out Tuesday afternoon for something like that. But no, I worked my ass off in life to be able to accommodate the good experiences as opposed to possessions. So
right. So I mean, so if I wanted, I'm going to be. I want to travel to a lot of games this year. Everybody's like, all right, they have their own thing. Like, okay, I get there the Friday before. I stay Saturday because I'm sure they're going to party Saturday, and then I fly out Monday or Tuesday because I need a day to recover. And then, I'd have to just be like, all right, we got to leave that night. I don't know. It's just easier to stay, right? Just easier to stay and kind of recover, because you're out tailgating too, right, Larry?
Yeah, absolutely. We it's kind of weird. Like every different city, it's still the same people. So a couple of my close friends have the same the thought that, hey, we kind of want to see the city. We saw these people last weekend. We love them. Don't get us wrong, but it's the same people in just a different bar in a different setting. So we're going to go out to where the locals go and experience new and different things and show that we're a really fun group as opposed to certain team clubs, right? Like we're super. Do we drink too much? Shocker. It's a requirement. But having said that, we're also cool as shit as a fan club is concerned. And like I said, we don't want to. I saw you last week. Hi, hugs, and then go on to the next place that we've never been. Mm-hmm. Experience some of the culture ingrained in each city, which is cool.
Yeah, I always
That
like
is
doing that
awesome.
too when I go somewhere. Like when we
Except
went
Jacksonville.
to, except Jacksonville, when we went to Tennessee a few years ago, we stayed there an extra 2
I'm
days.
sorry, fuck Jacksonville.
And we had a blast in Tennessee. I mean, how could you not? I mean, even Houston. We went to Houston for the playoff game.
Yeah,
we stayed there an extra couple of days. Went down to NASA and all that. Saw the city. It was fun.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nashville's going to be a blast. 4 years in a row is unfortunate last year, obviously, but 2 years ago is the best ever. That walking over that bridge to downtown, there's not a single Titans jersey in sight. It was all Bills fans. 100%.
It's a lot of Miami games that are like that, but I'll tell you, there's nothing like that game. That game there, like it was insane how many Bills fans were at that game. I've never been involved with that.
Were they more than the playoff game, the Jags playoff game? Because there were a lot more Bills fans. All right.
No, it was a lot more than Jacksonville.
Yes.
A lot more. A lot in a playoff game. I'm not saying a lot more. I'm saying a lot more.
Nashville, like I said, I'm going to have to find the picture. I took a picture at the start of the bridge and then at the apex of the bridge, and there's not one Titans jersey.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that photo. That was a badass photo.
Right. And you can't find one at all. And so it'll be Nashville's going to be a blast.
Yeah. So I'm very curious if New Orleans is going to be like that too. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. What the hell was the NFL thinking about doing that?
I know that is going to destroy the brewing industry. Bill's Mafia is in town on Bourbon Street, Larry. Bourbon Street.
Somebody should go into business of like livers, right? Like selling them out the back door after that weekend. Like, whose bright idea was that to bring a bunch of boozers into a booze town?
Hey, I got this liver for you. Come
on. right. Back alley.
And that's
$75. Yeah, with a hurricane. We'll throw in the hurricane.
What do you got? I got some here. This liver right here, very fresh.
That's good.
Very good. This one right here, not bad. Dude, that's crazy, bro. I know it's gonna be insane because we travel deep.
This is the way you do Bourbon Street, right?
Well, there you go.
What? Use a straw?
What?
Did you show your boob? Get rid of my face off your background. Come on, dude. Why are you doing this to me, Neil? You're making me sound like whatever, man. You're weird. I love you though, Neil. Tampa Neil, armchair GM. He's my stat guy, by the way, Larry. He does
I like that
all my stats. I don't I can't add, so I'm just like Neil, help me. 1 + 1 is what? Ooh. That's what he's there for. So he's my boy. He's my Robin. I'm his Batman because I'm Batman.
He's your Larry. Mitchell Trubisky.
I'm Mitchell Trubisky. Get the fuck out of here. Larry, have you broken a table yet?
I have not.
What's holding you back?
Well,
besides being a ripe age of 47, okay, what's holding you back?
Times what? So this has nothing to do with the Bills except everybody's invited, is that I'm building a pub attached to my house, taking the man cave out of the house and building a pub. And it's called Rounding Third. Sorry, but it's baseball reference, but all the Bill shit will be in there too. So we're thinking about having the grand opening party of this said pub.
Hold on.
All right.
So you have a house, and in your house,
being built.
You're gonna have a pub in your house? I would have led with that, Larry. We know what conversation we can have. Talk to us. How you gonna give us the setup?
What I should have done the last 2 weeks, I should have had the props to the back. So it's got a hidden door. It's a hanging mirror in the living room, and you have to bring a fob up to it, and it pops open into the pub. So you don't know that it's a pub inside unless you've been there.
So you're gonna have a speakeasy going on in your house. I like it
entirely.
That's like real mafia style right there. I like it.
Vintage stuff. It's the perfect pregame. It's only 3.1 miles from the stadium, so it's ideal for pregame. And it's been a friend of mine put it on my Facebook 3 years ago, and I'm like, this shit's gonna happen. So it's pretty cool. It's gonna be a fun time. So anyway, and to answer your question is, the thought was mentioned that perhaps, maybe, possibly, somebody might dive off the roof of the pub and crush a table.
Oh,
I think it's the short straw, though, right? Because
somebody's crazy enough to do it.
Somebody's getting hurt. I'll do. I've already said I will do it because I can't sue myself.
Whoa! All right.
But guys, anybody else does it, they can. We're gonna have a 30-page liability document. I hold you not responsible for my dumbass actions.
We're gonna need blood samples, urine samples,
initial every single page at the bottom.
Why do I need semen samples? What the fuck? Right. I'm joking, dude. What's going on here, Richter? Brian, that looks like your golf bag behind Neil.
Well, I changed the picture.
Oh, you're probably referring to the jail picture. Oh, whatever. Larry, what's the most memorable game that you've been to? Memorable, just like it was a good time. Everything just fell in place.
Without a doubt. Last January, I happened to be in town to go to select all the vendor stuff for the house, and Captain Dave, if you don't know him, you should. He's like one of the principals. He's got the Captain America shield with the old 70s hockey helmet, and he goes, "Don't tell anybody this, but I'm taking you to the game." And wow. I hope all his friends aren't watching this because it offended a lot of people. Like, really, you're bringing a Southern California guy to the game, and to have 6,000 people or whatever. He's like, "Here's your COVID testing thing. You got to go and do this, and et cetera, et cetera." But we were right in the end zone for that pick, and won.
Nice.
My God!
If 60,000 people instead of 6,000 people were in there. I took a video of the noise. It was like 100,000 already. If 60,000 were in there, you'd be reaching like blood curdling decibel levels. And it was just that moment. And I'm super thin skinned living in San Diego for the last 30 something years and SoCal my whole life. I was cold. And it just took everything. I was like, he's running it back. He's taking it out of the end zone.
He could like, go! Oh, no!
Right, little boomer, right? And just jumping around and high-fiving everybody in the world, and some jackass going, "Put your mask on! Put your mask on!" I'm like, really? Yeah. Like, hey, take your.
Oh my God, that is how you just say.
That was far and away the most memorable moment. So it had to be the best game, and they were. I mean, we were underdog. We were dogs, and it was a great moment.
Buffalo Bills are dogs any time. We had the amazing season that we had last year when we're still dogs. We're still dogs. They don't even have us winning the division. They think fucking Patriots. They're still on the Patriots bandwagon. You know, it is what it is. Whatever it is, it is.
We accept it. We don't care.
Tears in my beers. Thank you, Neil. You're so happy. We're going 17-0. That's just how it's gonna be. Okay. Larry,
I like
tears in my beers.
But jinx it. I can't jinx it.
No, don't jinx it. Let us jinx it because we have our own superstitious shit. Like my superstitious thing is I leave that location and I go to the next one. Just I have to, guys. Trust me. You need me. Thank you. You need me to leave that location. You trust me. That's what happened with the Colts game. That's why I left. And look at that. We won. So you're welcome.
Oh.
Just saying. Yeah. You're all welcome. If people, what is going on here? What's going on? These comments are going crazy, guys. Anyway,
how many knuckleheads do we got watching us? Like 9?
Minus 11. No, we got a bunch of active guys. If you're also watching the show, so go ahead and hit that like button and share, subscribe to Larry's Fans Only Club because Larry makes it happen.
Right. $19.99 at a time.
Noise. Tears in my beer segment. Okay, give me that one game. And, you know, there's nothing better than you drinking a beer and just a little dabble drops in your beer. Tears in my beer. Got tears of happiness because you're happy by drinking your beer or alcoholic beverage per se, and then you've got your tears because something happened. Are you going to use this one on the Ravens, or do you have another story for us when you were just like, holy shit, I'm a grown-ass man crying like a baby?
I mean, we all believe that the whatever miracle bullshit Music City Miracle is still a forward pass, right?
Yes.
Right.
Still
See, how many ever years later, it still affects you the same way. You're like, oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know, the whole the frustrating last year. One thing only was the Cardinals game, right? We go 14-2 without that bullshit. You got 3 guys around you. Bat the ball down. You have one job. Bat the ball down. That's it. Like that was my only frustrating moment of the whole entire year. And then I got a buddy that's a Cardinals fan talk shit. I'm like, dude, just shut up. So
that was tough.
For that guy, all you have to do is be like, you know what? We didn't lose a game after that. You guys didn't win a game after that.
Yeah.
Right. See, he is the analytics guy. Right.
See, I would never get I'm like, what? No way. Right. You know? Something weird like that.
Looking it up. Use your Google machine for that.
I'm still going.
Did the Bills win every...
Siri. I said Sarah. Shit. It's Android. Google. Baby, can you Google something for me? I'm an idiot. No, because that was the best moment of the season because they became a team after that. Yes.
I agree with that.
You know, and I never do this. I'm always that guy who's like, game's not over yet. Brian, you guys dropped 52 to, like 19 Dolphins game fucking
shit.
52-3, right? That's what I did.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't care. But so that game, I let loose. There's 30 seconds left, and I had this table that I was gonna break. It wasn't a table. It was a bathroom door that we had out in the rain for quite some time. So it was like cardboard, and I was going to get hurt, and it was pathetic how I jumped onto it. That's why I never released that video. That video will never be found because I look like Shamu jumping over the barrier, just instead of getting over the barrier. I don't know if you ever watched Free Willy jumping over that barrier, and he
stuck on the rocks.
And me, I'm on the rocks, and I kill poor Willie. So, or whatever his name was,
all high centered.
Yeah. And so that definitely hurt me. It hurt me bad. It hit me bad. But I didn't talk. I don't have the audacity to make it. I didn't want to do an after show. And I think like after the Houston lost the playoff game last year, I just like, I'm not doing any more shows. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pout like a little Powerpuff Girl, and pouting. Not gonna do a show because it hurts. You know, this what gets me out of reality. This Buffalo Bills, this is my escape. This is my drug. This is my beverage of choice is the Buffalo Bills. And
it's the best vice
dude.
Ever.
Yes, the best vice ever. The most healthiest vice too, by the way. So wife's on board. So I'm like, hey, I kind of do Buffalo Bills, you know. I do that shit every night. Every day I am chomp that shit and what? Not joking. It's fucked up. Buffalo Bills though, all the way. Larry, it's been an absolute fucking pleasure. I hope you had a lot of fun tonight. I know that this crazy show is crazy. This is the show. This is breaking tables, man. You broke tables. You said you didn't break tables, but you just spent 50 minutes breaking the shit out of tables, and you're going to walk away just fine with no injuries or bruises. So hope you had a lot of fun. Where can we find you? Where can we get in touch with Bills Backers San Diego? Are you anywhere we can, look up?
Yeah. we don't facilitate a lot. We have a lot of interaction on the Facebook page, San Diego Bills Backers. It's a great resource for us. We do a lot around the community. We didn't really discuss it, but being a charity, like we have a massive Buffalo Bill that has to be towed on a U-Haul, and we go in parades like St. Patrick's Day and the Ocean Beach Holiday Parade.
Whoa, wait a minute. No,
like people
start over. What is this event? And what?
We try to reach out to a lot of people. So after the Chargers left, the massive Christmas banner said, "We're loyal and faithful, unlike the Spanos," right? And this massive Buffalo Bill that had dry ice, it had a machine blowing smoke out of its nose. It was like awesome. Nothing better than having 25 Bills fans that work, in and out together. Like this club is very, very knit, very well knit, and everybody's always saying, "Hey, how do I get involved? How do I, so," and it's all like baseball specialized, right? You have your starter, your reliever, your middle relief, blah, 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 your pinch hitter. And everybody has their own specialty in their practice, and it's cool. So we do stuff around the city. We do stuff around the community. We really try to make it a good name. Unfortunately, the last and forever tailgate was 2011, where our goal was to bring 750 people, and we had to cut it off at 1,420. And it was 6 months of very, very, very hard work. Got to give a shout out to my mentor and godfather, Jim Phillips. But myself and Joe Pinella and Dana, I call her Onesie, there's a bunch of people that worked week in and week out for 6 months to put that thing on. And we raised a ton of money for charity, and it was just a great thing. And we're out and about. So San Diego Bills Backers, SanDiegoBillsBackers.com, Facebook page, San Diego Bills Backers, Twitter, Instagram, et cetera, all the regular social media. And then PB Local. There's a very large surfboard with a bill on it that I'm leaving. I own it, but I'm leaving it for the club, which it would look really good in the pub. Just saying. But it's good. Our motto: good things for good people, right? And so we're always trying to give back. And
come back around.
That's the number one cause. Yeah, but like somebody said, "Hey, what game are you going to come to San Diego for this year?" I'm like, I'm not. I'm going. If I'm successful in going to every single game, I'm going.
I'll see you in 4 years. I'll see you in 3 years, right? Or
right.
4 years. We played last year. We're not playing this year. It's 4 more years. Resets.
No, never. They're in LA. Who cares?
That's right. I forgot that. I like the only one that still suck on San Diego Chargers. This whole time we're talking.
I think there's vodka inside the Miller Lite can.
There probably is vodka inside the Miller Lite can.
Well, there we go.
Right. Yeah, no, they're done. Until the team disbands, because nobody follows the Chargers at all. So
the Superchargers,
Larry.
Right? Yeah.
Well, Larry, we can't wait. No, we can't wait to meet up with you, and we'll be in touch, and hopefully we could see you for the golf tournament that Friday.
I'll see you at home opener. Or am I waiting for week 2?
I gotta be week 2. It has to be week 2.
Okay.
That has to. Listen, I want more than nothing to see the home opener. It's going to be probably the most memorable moment for our fan base is the home opener.
Right. Oh, it's going to be
a year and a half. Listen, I was spoiled. I went to the Miami game down here when they were down here playing in Miami. I was here. I was at the game.
Yep.
I was one of the blast ones. So it was absolute blast. We had tailgate not at the site, but at my house at like 6 a.m. Nice. Me and Neil just
we put a tailgate on it out of his backyard.
We spray painted an old washing machine, Dolphins colors, and just beat the crap out of it with a baseball bat. It was crazy. It was awesome.
Aggression.
We were bored. Well, we were bored and
put me on.
It's like, holy shit! It's 9 a.m. We still have many hours to go, and so, guys, So I can't wait to meet you, Larry. I can't wait to have some drinks with you. Shoot the shit. Hope you can make that golf tourney, bro.
Week 2, put me on it. I'm committing already.
All right, we'll send a little link around. We'll send a little link around to get some takers for this because I haven't officially done it. So you're the first one that wants to do the golf tournament on that Friday. Neil, stop yawning. Why are you yawning? Sorry. Where can we find Breaking Tables, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find us on Facebook. Although I'm the one running it on Facebook currently right now because
somebody's in jail.
Someone's in jail.
So LinkedIn, get out very soon.
YouTube. Look for us. Like us. Watch us. We're hilarious. Twitter. Ooh. Twitter.
Instagram.
Are we Twittering now? Instagram. Is that what we're doing?
We have a Twitter.
And guys, so we joined forces with the Cold Front Report. JT over there, guys, the great group of guys. We're going to help push a bunch of content out for the Cold Front Report, and we're sponsored by Code Socks. Guys, get your Buffalo needs in. They have socks. They have everything. It's so cool. Go in there. Pancho Villa socks. Got a couple already. Go check them out. www.codesocks.com.
Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it?
Nice. Yes, bro.
Yeah,
that's how I roll.
Very, very, very dear friend of mine from back in 11. And he's missed out daily. Yeah, he's just a good kid. And miss him desperately. So he's looking after us, though. It doesn't matter.
So you know Bill's backers DFW, right?
I do.
Right. Mike and Ryan over there. Yeah, they were on the show. They were on the show a couple weeks ago. Yeah, they're so cool. Like that's why I love you guys to have on the show because this is like a an interview. It's like, all right, can I drink with you or not? That's it. That's our interview. It's fuck all the podcasting, all the announcing. This is my own self goal to like, hey, can I drink with you? All right, I got another guy you drink with.
It's the same thing sitting at a bar, just a lot of people watching us.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that's perfect. Put up a good platform. Love it. Appreciate it.
Check us out. This is Brian Breaking Tables. We got Tampa Neil and we got Larry from Bills Backers San Diego.
Thank you, Larry, for being on.
Thanks for having me, guys. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Nice.
Wow, I got hurts.
Fatality. Finish him.
Guys, this is Breaking Tables, and we are motherfucking out. Oh, I got to end the button and broadcast. Bye-bye.